Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this watch promo inside of After Effects with the help of Element 3D. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition. We will call it as main animation. Width I'll choose 1920, height is 180, frame rate is 30, and duration I'm going to choose, let's say, 1.30 seconds only, and background color is black. And simply hit OK, then go to choose grid and guide option and hit title selection. Now press Ctrl Y on keyboard to create a solid background. I'm going to call this as element 3D, and color I'm going to choose black color and hit OK and hit OK. Now select this layer, press Ctrl Shift C, and let's call this comp as element 3D comp. Let's delete this one and move all attributes into the new composition and hit OK. Now double click to open this composition. Now select this element. Now apply element 3D. So simply double click on it. So we will get this startup menu over here. Go to the scene setup, and in scene setup, as you guys know that in element 3D they provide some what we call extra models. So over here you will get this watch model which is totally free over here. So simply click and drag and drop on our scene, and let's press E for rotation, and by holding shift I'm going to rotate it something like that. You can zoom it and check it out. Now go to the presets, go to the environment and choose whatever suitable environment for you. Let's select this backlight or something like you can check out all the options and choose whatever suitable for you. I'm going to select this one. Let's select this one only. Yep. Now this is my watch and this is in group 1, and simply hit OK, and let's see. As you can see, our watch looks something like this. Now right click, new, and create one null object and convert that null object into 3D. Right click, new, and create another camera, and don't change any settings over here, and simply hit OK. Now select this camera and make it a parent with this null object. Now this null object is going to be our camera controller. With the help of that you can move and rotate your camera. So let's move it over here. Now go to the element 3D, go to the group 1 and particle replicator. As you can see here, over we have point. Let's choose 3D grid. So as you can see, now it's going to replicate our particle, and now we have to adjust the size of grid and count. So let's scale it something like this. Let's make it 2, 2 and 2. On Z axis let's increase up to 6. Let's make it 3 and see. We'll get something like that. You can increase the count on x-axis and increase the distance. Let's make it 5. Something like that. Now go to the particle look, and over here you will get another options like particle rotation and rotation random XYZ. So go to the rotation random XYZ, and over here with the help of that you can rotate it on different axes like that. Yep. Now press C for our camera, and let's move our camera like that so it will focus on this one. Press C again and again so we can move this camera. Press C and let's adjust our camera. Press C again and move this over here. like that. Now create one keyframe on this random rotations. So create one keyframe over here, one over here, and one over here. Hit U, and then we'll go to around 6 seconds, and let's increase the rotations values of each and every one like that. And if you hit play, you will get something like this. Now select this null, press P for position, create one keyframe, go over here, and let's zoom it over here, and press move this null over here. So we will get this zooming effect over here. Now select this camera, hit AA and enable depth of field, and make sure that you are choosing classic renderer, and aperture value, let's make it 100 like that. Now select this camera, hit AA again, create one keyframe on focus distance, hit U and go to around 2 seconds, and let's go to the top view and move this focus distance value to close. Over here, let's see, go to the active camera view now. Yep, now camera is focusing on this forward objects. Now select those keyframes and hit F9, go to the starts, and let's see. Yep, the file will get a little bit heavier. Now select this element 3D. Now go to the animation engine, and here let's see what we have. I think we don't need to animate this thing anyway. Over here, go to the render settings, go to the physical environment. If you want, then you can increase the exposure. Let's make it 1.5. let's make it 1.2, or let's say 0.8, and go to the ambient occlusion, enable it, and let's SSAO intensity to 15. If you go over here, as you can see, we'll get this kind of results. Check out the in full resolution. Yep. Now we'll go to the environment options and rotation environments. Go to the start, create one keyframe on each, and go to around 10 seconds. Hit U, and let's rotate it to 1 1 1 1. So if you go over here, as you can see, we will get this rotating environment. Hit U. Now select this camera, hit AA. At this point, create one keyframe on zoom, go a little bit forward, go to 3, and let's zoom it up to here. Select those keyframes and hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph, and by holding shift, move this over here and move this over here. So we'll get this zooming effect. Let's see in a full resolution. You get something like this. If you see over here, as you can see, we are getting some intersections. So to get rid of it, select this, go to the group one, and if you want, then you can decrease the number of these things to, let's say, 3, like that. Hit U, go over here and change the rotations initially, something around here, like that, and let's see. And at this point, let's rotate it like that. Now if you see in quarter resolution, we will get this kind of stuff. Now if you want, then you can change the position of this one to, let's move them a little bit over here. Let's see. Now this thing is focusing on this one object. Hit U. Now this is our first scene. Now hit Ctrl 0, select this element 3D comp and hit Ctrl D and double click to open it. Now hit U and we will select this element 3D layer and we will delete this rotation keyframes because we don't need that. Also we will select this null and camera keyframes, we don't need that. Select this camera, hit double A and disable this depth of field and hit U. Now select this element 3D, go to the effect controllers and instead of point grid I am going to choose pair. Now select this pair and let's move this over here, or you can increase the count, decrease the shape somewhere over here. Let's increase the count and let's see. Getting something like this. Now select this, go to the scale, you can scale it from here. Let's make it 3, 3, 3 and 3 and let's check out full resolution. Let's make it 10, 20, 30 like that. Now go to the rotation and you can rotate it from here. Now create one keyframe over here, hit U, go to around 4 and rotate it like that. So you get this kind of stuff. Now select this null object, press R for rotation, rotate it like that, or instead of that simply hit C. Go to the camera option, select this unified camera tool, select this C, press C again, press C again to zoom out, zoom in, sorry, press C again to adjust it over here. Now select this null object, press R for rotation and you can rotate it on the appropriate axis like that. Let's move this over here like this. Now select this camera, hit double A and enable depth of field and now let's make it 1000 and let's move this over here. And if you want to focus on proper this one, let's decrease it like that. If you want, then you can increase the blur value to 150, so we will get a little bit extra depth of field. Now if you hit play, you will get this kind of rotating animation of this watch. Now select this camera, press P for position, create one keyframe, go to around 4 seconds over here and press C and move this camera a little bit over here, so we will get a camera movement also. Now hit Ctrl 0. Now select this comp and hit Ctrl D again and open this comp. Now we will delete the camera positions. Also we will delete this rotations and we will go to the element 3D layer and instead of sphere now we will choose something different. Let's choose ring and now decrease the count somewhere around this. And if you go to the particle look, let's change the random rotation to 0. We don't want any rotations. Also in the second comp, because we have still rotated maybe randomly, so let's make it 0 0 0, so we will get a proper look for this watch. Let's see full resolution. Yeah, Now go to this, select this null object, press V and adjust the position properly like that. Now select this element 3D layer. Let's decrease the count somewhere like this or something like this. Let's make it 14. Now over here you can rotate it like that. Create one keyframe over here, hit U and go to around 4 seconds and let's make it 30. It's not this one, but let's make it 30. Let's change this one also. So if you see, we will get this kind of rotating animation. You can choose full resolution also, and if you want to add depth of field, all you need to do, go to the output menu. Instead of composite, let's choose focus, and now select this camera option, hit AA, and you can increase the focus distance. And those objects who are completely white, it means your camera is focusing on those objects. Then make it composite again, sorry, hit U. So we have created this 3 layers, I mean compositions. Now we will go to the main animation. This is my first, up to around 4 seconds, and then hit Ctrl 0 and I'll bring back my second comp. Let's move this over here, select this, press Ctrl Shift D and delete it. Then this to 8 seconds maybe, or let's say 7 seconds. Select this, press Ctrl Shift D, delete it, and then bring back our third thing and move this over here up to something over here and press N. So we will get this kind of stuff. So with the help of that, you can create something commercial product animations with the help of element 3D. Now if you want, then you can do certain additions, like you can select text tools and you can type your text, WATCH, increase the font. Select this text, press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally, align it vertically. Bring back this over here, press S for scaling option and scale it. Go to the character menu and let's delete it. I don't want any fill color, choose stroke color white. Let's make it 1. If you see, we will get this kind of stuff. Now select this watch, press P for position. Let's move this over here, create one keyframe over here, go over here and let's move this over here. Let's enable this layer, hit Ctrl D, hit U, go to the start, select this and bring this over here. Right click, keyframe assistant, time reverse, and for this one I don't want stroke, I want this fill. Similarly, select this, hit Ctrl D, press P, select this and bring it down, and let's move this things over here. So we will get something like this for our animation. Now press Ctrl Y to create a background layer. Move this over here. Search for ramp effect and choose gradient ramp. I'm going to choose radial. Move this anchor point over here and this is downwards, and instead of white color, choose something like gray and swap these colors. So as you can see, with the help of Element 3D, we can create this type of animations. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. Until then, stay tuned.